The legendary game Skyrim, which entered our lives in 2011, is now 14 years old, and a massive player base still enjoys it with the same excitement as day one. On this channel, I've talked extensively in many videos about the depth of the Elder Scrolls universe and how Bethesda expanded this universe with Skyrim. I've also praised how Skyrim remains one of the greatest RPGs of all time, with its open world that keeps players glued to their screens for hours. We all know that Skyrim, with all these features I've mentioned, has kept us playing for 14 years. But among all these features, there's one element that has made Skyrim unforgettable and preferred over many newly released RPGs: mod support. Thanks to Bethesda's guidance and the opportunities they provided, Skyrim has the largest modding community in the gaming world. You don't even need to look at any data or research to confirm this. All you need to do is visit the Nexus Mods site and check how many mods have been released for which game. You'll see a significant difference between the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim and other games. Even today, many YouTube channels, including mine, are still creating videos where they replace Skyrim with mods or review newly released mods. That's because the modding community is still working tirelessly to bring Skyrim up to the level of next-gen games. Some are even adding lore-friendly new maps, stories, characters, and quest lines based on the Elder Scrolls universe. And yes, some mods are so wild that they add everything from cars to mechanics that let you control Brad Pitt. But in this video, we're going to focus on something else. The biggest downside of modding Skyrim is the addiction it creates. Often there's no end to modding in the pursuit of making the game better. You start by liking 15-20 mods and installing them, but as you keep researching mods, that number grows to 150 or even 200. And even when you've installed 200 mods, your mind stays fixated on the ones you haven't tried yet. This turns the modding process into something that never truly ends. So, what's the bad part? Wasting time and never actually starting the game. Modding Skyrim takes a lot of time. Manually downloading mods one by one, sorting them, ensuring they don't conflict with each other, and researching new mods. All of these are time-consuming tasks. Plus, small mistakes during the installation can cause the entire game to crash, wasting hours or even days of effort. As a result, you might find yourself having to start over from scratch. Over the years, as technology advanced, the modding community came up with a solution to these problems: mod packs. Mod packs are the result of immense effort, radically transforming the Skyrim experience, bringing it up to par with modern games through drastic graphical and gameplay changes. For a small fee, you can automatically download and install mod packs that sometimes include 2,000 to 3,500 mods. This eliminates a huge amount of wasted time. Some mod packs are lore-friendly, adding new maps and quests, while others turn Skyrim into a completely different game. Some mod packs offer very radical changes, while others focus solely on graphics and combat improvements. I can confidently say there are multiple mod packs out there, and you'll definitely find one that suits you. You just need to do a little research. In this video, I'll be comparing two mod packs that I've used extensively: Nolvus Ascension and Eldergleam. Before we dive into the comparison, I want to tell you this. I've spent a considerable amount of time with both mod packs, and overall, I've been satisfied with both. Of course, there were inevitably some aspects I didn't love in each, but both of them allowed me to replay Skyrim, a game I've played for years, with excitement over and over again. In fact, Nolvus, in particular, nearly doubled Skyrim's open-world content. So, in this video, my goal is to help you decide which one suits you best. Another thing I should mention is that these mod packs also go through updates from time to time. For example, when I was using Nolvus, it was still on its 5th version. Now, the 6th version has been announced, and gameplay videos have been shared. Similarly, in this video, I used the 2nd version of Eldergleam. However, Captain Panda, the creator of Eldergleam, has already shared gameplay videos of the 3rd version on their YouTube channel. So, while considering this review, don't forget to check out these developments for the mod packs. Of course, let's start with the visual improvements section. Both mod lists take Skyrim from its vanilla state and elevate its graphics to the quality of games from the 2020s. Especially the 6th version of Nolvus promises graphics so good that only a robust gaming PC can handle the high quality. Nolvus transforms every corner of Skyrim into something breathtaking with detailed textures, realistic lighting, and intense, palpable weather effects. The enjoyment is heightened by the dramatic seasonal changes, complemented by animations that show NPCs reacting to them. Additionally, Nolvus brings the NPCs of Skyrim in line with the enhanced graphics, improving the quality of their hair, textures, and skin. However, I don't think this change conflicts with the game's lore. With Nolvus, the big cities of Skyrim are also overhauled, upgrading everything from ground textures to woodwork, shop signs, and city walls at the entrances. You might sometimes find Nolvus's changes to the cities a bit overdone because some modifications didn't seem lore-friendly to me, but that could just be my expectation. If you're not very particular about lore compatibility, these enhancements might not bother you, but if you are, you might find Nolvus's offerings a bit excessive. Eldergleam, as I'll mention later in our review, is a mod pack that focuses more on visual enhancements compared to Nolvus or other mod packs. In other words, rather than offering gameplay changes, immersive open-world elements, or new maps and quests like other mod packs, Eldergleam prioritizes visual improvements. However, while doing this, Eldergleam not only delivers high-quality visual upgrades, but also manages to do so with balanced optimization, without demanding a high-end system. With options like Cabbage E and B, it enriches the game's atmosphere without sacrificing performance. Especially with the 4K textures and parallax effects used in Eldergleam, Skyrim's details reach a next-generation level of quality. I can say that Eldergleam doesn't offer as radical visual changes as Nolvus. Compared to many mod packs on the market, Eldergleam is more lore-friendly. It feels like a refreshed version of Skyrim by Bethesda itself. Since it's performance-friendly, it's also a great choice for those with mid-range systems unlike Nolvus. However, as with everything, Eldergleam has its criticisms. Specifically, the visual upgrades for NPCs can feel overdone, and at times they can resemble Barbie dolls. These plastic-like characters clash a bit with Skyrim's original gritty atmosphere. I can confidently say that Nolvus has overhauled gameplay mechanics more comprehensively than many other mod lists on the market. In fact, it wouldn't be wrong to say that Nolvus has set a precedent for mod packs that will come after it. With its revamped combat system, enhanced magic mechanics, and expanded crafting system, Nolvus transforms Skyrim into what feels like a brand new game. One of Nolvus's greatest achievements lies in its additions to NPC dialogues. These dialogues are much deeper, and depending on your choices, new quest lines unfold. The role-playing aspect of Skyrim is significantly strengthened with the new conversations added to almost every NPC. You can even engage in casual chats with NPCs you meet in taverns or on the road, and sometimes these conversations take such a philosophical turn that you can't help but be amazed. This was my favorite aspect of the Nolvus mod pack. The depth and philosophy of the added dialogues elevate the role-playing experience to a whole new level. I was also deeply impressed by the variety of added quests and how well they fit into the Skyrim world. For those looking to completely reshape Skyrim's gameplay, I strongly recommend Nolvus, especially considering this aspect. As for criticisms, I can mention Nolvus's combat system. Nolvus uses Souls-like combat animation mods with precision, which means a smaller hitbox and fewer hits compared to vanilla Skyrim. However, I should also note that there are different stances and animations depending on the weapon you're using. Since there isn't enough explanation about these added combat animations during gameplay, getting used to this system can be quite challenging. Another criticism I have is about the inclusion of the Immersive Wenches mod in Nolvus. While it adds a different role-playing experience to the game, its necessity is highly debatable. Personally, I don't find this mod particularly useful because it seems to expect the player's character to be male. I think this addition can feel limiting in terms of player choice. When it comes to gameplay and mechanics, it's fair to say Eldergleam takes a more minimalist approach compared to Nolvus. This mod pack stays faithful to Skyrim's vanilla gameplay. However, it doesn't shy away from adding features like MCO animations to make third-person combat smoother. It also makes small but impactful tweaks to combat mechanics with mods like dynamic dodge. At first glance, Eldergleam might seem like a great choice for those who want to preserve Skyrim's original feel, but its real goal is to give you room to customize the game yourself. It adds foundational changes to combat animations without overdoing it, leaving space for you to add your own preferences. That said, I do have one criticism for Eldergleam. It feels like almost nothing has been added for the mage class. The combat animations focus heavily on improving fluidity and variety for melee and rogue playstyles. However, when playing as a mage, aside from the visual upgrades this mod pack offers, I didn't encounter any significant gameplay changes. This means players who want to roleplay as a mage in Skyrim will have to install extra mods to tailor Eldergleam to their needs. Now let's get to the question many people are curious about. Which one is more optimized? I'm using an RTX 3070 graphics card, so I recommend keeping this in mind as a baseline for my review. Honestly, I experienced crashes with both mod packs. I can't say one crashed significantly more than the other. However, due to the sheer number of visual and mechanical improvements in Nolvus, I can say it consumes more system resources compared to Eldergleam. I experienced much more frequent FPS drops while using Nolvus. That said, if you have a powerful system and want to use Nolvus, I don't think these minor issues will bother you much, given the experience it offers. I should also mention that Nolvus provides performance-related options during installation. You can choose between low, medium, and ultra settings based on your system's capabilities. However, if you've watched gameplay videos of Nolvus, I should point out that almost all of them use the Redux option, the highest quality setting. So keep this in mind when setting your expectations. Eldergleam, on the other hand, is more performance-friendly due to its lighter content. However, I can't say I completely avoided FPS drops with this mod pack either. While not as frequent as with Nolvus, I still experienced occasional FPS drops in open areas, especially at higher settings. But overall, I got better performance with Eldergleam. In summary, for mid-range systems, Eldergleam is a more accessible option compared to Nolvus, especially if you're aiming for higher quality settings. Of course, if you're okay with playing on lower settings, you can still opt for Nolvus's lower presets. Again, if you have a high-performance system, this won't be a major concern for you, as you'll be able to run both mod packs. You might encounter occasional crashes with either, and I can't guarantee a crash-free experience. However, these issues aren't frequent enough to ruin your enjoyment. At least, that was my experience. Nolvus, being a comprehensive mod pack, can have a slightly more complicated installation process. However, the experience it offers makes the effort worth it. If you're willing to pay a small fee, you can also download and install it automatically via Nexus Mods. Just keep in mind that the automatic installation might take some time, depending on your internet speed. Additionally, Nolvus has an active community on Discord and receives regular updates, which means players are constantly getting new content and improvements. If you encounter a crash or an in-game bug, you can share it with the community, and you'll likely get a response within minutes. The last time I checked, the community had nearly 70,000 members. Thanks to others in the community, you can also get plenty of support for customizations. I believe the existence of this community is proof of the interest Skyrim players have in the modding scene. It's truly heartwarming to see mod creators receive such appreciation for their hard work, as it ensures the continuity of modding. Eldergleam, on the other hand, offers an easy installation process, especially with Wabbajack, making it a great starting point for players new to modding. Its high level of customizability also allows you to shape the mod pack according to your preferences. This feature of Eldergleam offers more freedom compared to other mod packs I've tried. Yes, I mentioned it has an easy installation, but I should also remind you that it involves nearly 350 GB of data. So, depending on your internet speed, the installation time may vary. Also, if I remember correctly, you'll need to pay a small fee for Nexus Mods Premium membership here as well. However, considering the opportunities these mod packs provide, this fee is really a trivial amount. As we near the end of the video, I imagine you're expecting a clear answer to the question, which mod pack is right for me? Throughout this video, I've tried my best to avoid sweeping statements like, this one is better. I've highlighted what both mod packs excel at and where they fall short. But I know you deserve a general summary. If you want a visual spectacle and a deep role-playing experience, have a powerful system that can handle FPS issues, and want to experience Skyrim as an almost entirely new game, sometimes staying true to the lore and sometimes straying from it, I recommend the Nolvus mod pack. Just remember, I recorded the footage in this video using Nolvus's 5th version. The 6th version is now out and might be available to everyone. Please do your research before jumping in. If you value Skyrim's original lore and don't want to deviate from it, are new to modding and want an easier installation process, prefer experiencing Skyrim's core with subtle improvements, or need balanced, performance-first settings, then Eldergleam is likely the better fit for you. One last note. In this video, I used Eldergleam's 2nd version. Captain Panda's channel already has videos about the 3rd version, so I recommend factoring in the features of this new update when making your plans. The latest version includes some eye-catching upgrades worth checking out. Both mod packs do an incredible job of transforming Skyrim into a modern experience. While Nolvus offers a complete revolution in visuals and mechanics, Eldergleam promises a more balanced and accessible experience. Which one you choose, as I've said before, depends on your playstyle and the system you're running it on. Before wrapping up the video, I want to take a moment to thank the many mod creators in the Skyrim modding community. Their years of hard work have truly elevated Skyrim to a whole new level. If this game can still deliver such an enjoyable experience today, it's thanks to mod packs like Nolvus, Eldergleam, Lorem, Gate to Sovngarde, and many others whose names I can't list right now. And of course, their creators. So there you have it, the basics about the two mod packs I've enjoyed experiencing. Which one do you prefer, or do you use a different mod pack altogether? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, take care.